guys, and welcome to part 1 of my summer dress series. Each dress is going to be based off of the last dress, so this is the first one. Okay, so what you're going to need is stretch fabric and some elastic binding fold over thingy. I don't know what I'm doing here, you don't need to do this, but this is the shirt that I'll be using. Preferably get a tighter shirt than this. Alright, so we're going to fold a piece of our fabric and we're going to put the shirt on, right? And then we're going to trace out as shown. Right? So right here, you're going to see that I'm like measuring how long I want it to be. At first it was 6 inches and then I was like, I need to bend over. So let me do it 7 inches. So I did 7 inches, you know, just so you can twerk and stuff and you don't see your butt. So yeah, I guess that's good for me. So I added 7 inches to the bottom of the shirt. Right, there's like a little straight line. And then I drew a line straight across for the hem. Right here. Oh, okay. I didn't draw the, okay, my bad. I didn't draw it yet. Okay, so because this shirt is super stretchy, like it can stretch up to like 5 inches more than what the shirt actually is, and my fabric is a tighter stretch, I decided to bring it in just a little bit. Plus, as y'all saw before, the shirt was super big, so that's why you get a shirt that fits super hard. I was too lazy to go back upstairs and change my shirt. So right here, this is where we're actually doing the hem. Oh, and it looks like I just made it bigger at the hips. Anyways, so cut it all out. And then we're going to fold over the fabric again. And then retrace it onto this new fold. But we're not going to do the entire top part with that little squinchy part. We're just going to do it from the armhole. Right? So, yeah. I didn't add seam allowance because I knew that this was going to be too big for me anyways. So yeah, okay. We're going to get the front of the dress. And we're going to get our fold over elastic and we're going to pin it to the top center part of the dress. So it's easier to lay it flat on the flat surface first and then fold it over to the front of the piece of clothing. Get me? So like flat, then pin over. See? So we're just going to pin that and then we're going to cut off the excess. We're going to take it to our machine and do the stitch right there where I'm pointing at, all the way from one end to the other. And this is how it should look. So now we're going to put the back with the right size facing over the front, and we're going to pin the side seams, and then we're going to sew the side seams. And this is its own. And it was too big, so I pinned it, redrew the line, re-stitched it, and now we're back here. It's nice and fitted. So right here I'm just cutting off the little excess that emerged after I refit it. So it's a nice seamless line. And I am going to get a new piece of elastic. I'm going to make sure this elastic part is long, okay? So we're going to measure it against the strap of the shirt that we just had on. Put a pin at the end of one piece, so you know that's how long the elastic was. So we're just gonna, not elastic, that's how long the strap was, so that's where we put the pin, and where we put the pin is exactly where we're going to place it on the front left hand side of the dress. So it's going to be left hand side if it's on you, but it's going to be the right hand side facing you. Yeah, you get it? So we're going to pin that, and then we're going to go all the way around the top raw edge with the elastic. Using the same method we used before, lay it flat, then flip it over. We're just going to go all the way around to the other end. Now I'm going to measure this side to the other side and cut it so the straps are the same length. They're probably going to be longer when you finish sew them anyway, so it doesn't matter if you cut it a little too short. Yeah, so I folded the loose ends over each other, so in half, and I'm doing just like a wider stitch than I usually do on my seams. So I'm just doing a wide stitch going down the same edge there, as you can see. So I did the entire top part already, but now I'm just showing you how to do the other edge when you come out. The other end, the loose elastic end. Get me? So right there. So you just do the end. Super easy. All that's left to do is attach the strap to the back and your basic dress is done. So I did mine, I think 1 3/4 away from the side seam at the back. Yeah, I'm just like remeasuring it to make sure that it, it's the same length, and it was a little longer. So yeah, so 1 3/4 from the edge, and I just did like a back stitch over it. I pinned it down and did a back stitch over it. Yeah. And this is how it looks. And this is how I sewed it. Back stitch. I went to the bottom of the dress and I hemmed it up 3/4 of an inch, and then I stitched it 1/2 of an inch away from the edge. And this is how it looks. So I don't like to waste fabric, so the little excess that we cut off from the straps, I made into cute little bows. So I knotted it, and then I folded each end under, and I just stitched it to the bow. There, fold that under, snip a little bit, fold the other end under, and then I just stitch that, and I made a little bow. Cutesy! Now, you can leave it as it is, which will just make it like a regular bodycon dress. Or, you can get the ribbons, and you can plop the ribbons right here, clunk, clunk, and make it cute, like a little 90s summer dress. I'm a 90s baby, so that's what we are working with. And we'll see on the end if it looks like a nightgown, because I think if we had it here, it would look like a nightgown. But that's cute too. That's cute, right? Y'all can see it? It's cute, but we can do it here. That's more nightgownish. I don't know. So you're just gonna, I just kept it threaded, and I'm just gonna stick it through here like this. And this is how the dress looks. Alright guys, so I'm editing the video and that dress looks thing. So, my mommy, I just tell mommy that I do in the video. But wait, you come right behind my video. You come behind my video before? But what you go in there for? Alright. That's what I was saying. The dress looks thanks. The dress looks bad, so I am going to do something to it to make it look cute. And why did Danny decide to... Wait. Alright, so my sister said that it looked like a rainbow dress. She doesn't shop from Rainbow. I do, but let's not get into that. So I removed about 2 inches from the hem at the side seams, and then I removed some of the side seams, probably like right from the bottom up, about 4 to 5 inches. It's because we're going to create a split. We're going to try and make this as scandalous as possible. Alright, so it's going to be a scandalous nightgown. Right now, from the edge of the front, I am going to go in 2 inches, and that's going to be folded like that. So, because we're going to have a big split, all our thighs showing. Right? Now from the back, we're just going to do it 1.5 because we don't want all of our butt showing when we bend over or when we wiggle, you get me? So we're going to do 1.5 and we're going to pin it back. So I pinned everything there, but then I realized, I have to cut off the excess. So I unpinned some parts and I cut the excess like right there, these on that side and on that side, and then I did over to the other side as well. But remember, we cut up the side seam to get the split. So I'm going to mark where the bottom of the side seam ends, and then I'm just going to do a little back stitch there, right there, so that the seam doesn't split open while we're like dancing. When we get to the side seam here, this part, the seam allowance on the inside should actually be open. So it should be like a split, like blah, sprawl open. You get me? So that should be sprawled open, and then you're going to stitch over it. Alright, I should have told you that before, my bad. And this is how it should look. Yes! But that's not all we are going to do. We are going to measure the length of our straps. And I think mine was 11 inches. So now we're going to do a bootleg circle on a piece of fabric. So yeah, we're just literally going to do a circle. And we're going to draw it out. You're going to mark the bottom of the circle. And then right above that, we're going to go up 1 3/4. And just we're going to go around. So 1/4 of that is going to be seam allowance, alright? So we're just going to go around, and when we get to the bottom, we're going to taper it in to 1/4 inch. Just work with this, you know, you're bootlegging it. We don't want to do any paper patterns today. So you're going to cut that out, and then we're going to cut the inner circle out, and this is how it will look. Now, mine was too big. So I put a basting stitch on the inner circle, and we're just going to create ruffles because that's what you do when things are too big, create ruffles. And we're going to stick this under the strap on the outer part, so it flares on the outer part. That's what I mean. Then we're going to top stitch that in place on the elastic, like right there, and this is how it looks, and the dress is done.
Bring it back now. I got the moves. Hey. Hold up.